Hello, and thank you so much for joining me, Alyssa Arundell, for your monthly August 2020 tarot card reading. If you would like to check out your free 3-card spread, you could do so by clicking the link beneath this video, or indeed you could reach out for me for a one-to-one session where we can look through your situation, and I'll leave that information down below as well. But let's get into this month and see what the cards hold for you. Hello Leo, and welcome to your August 2020 tarot card reading. Let's have a look what comes up for your present situation. Your present, you have the King of Cups. This can represent a older male in your life, whether this is a romantic attachment, a father figure. I feel it's someone that you respect though. It's somebody who has quite a kind heart and is interested in you. But what is blocking this lovely energy? It's exactly the same as what Cancer got. That is freaky. That's really freaky. They also had Strength blocking this card. So I feel like what I said for Cancer with this combination was that there could be some emotion from your past. If you have had a loved one that's passed away and you're having to, get a bit of strength to get through that grief. That could apply to you, Leo. But I feel for you, actually, with this combination, in a psychic sense, that you're actually being asked to go out and get what you want. If there is someone you're romantically interested in, you've got to take the first step here. I feel like they might be a little bit shy in some ways, and if you're currently in a relationship, perhaps it's you that has to take the initiative to spice things up in some way. Now, what is your foundation card? You have the 6 of Cups here. The 6 of Cups is very much about nostalgia, thinking about our childhoods. This can be the good aspects of childhood, playing in the park, kicking a ball around, adventures with friends. And it can be the more negative aspects of childhood, perhaps if we felt a little bit bullied in some way, or if we felt neglected or abandoned, or, we're very, very sensitive as children, and we've all had very different childhoods. So these thoughts can come up, and this is something that is going to be, I think, on the forefront of your mind for this month, Leo. Now, your past card that comes up here is the Page of Cups. This is somebody in your life who could be very romantic. It could be a past partner, even from many, many years ago. You could start to think of them fondly. Perhaps they came in and swept you off your feet, but this card isn't always what it appears to be. We're all human beings, and this idea of this Mr. Darcy, or Mrs. Darcy, depending on who your partner is, it's kind of like, don't put all these expectations just onto one person, because we all have parts of our personality that aren't so charming, but we can't expect other people to be perfect if we're not ourselves. So the card that's spiritually crowning you here is the Empress, Leo. The Empress is about fertility, it's about growth, it's about expansion, it's about enjoying the luxuries in your life. As a spiritually crowning card, this could be that you're asked to be a mother or father figure to somebody, look after somebody in some way. This could be an elderly relative, or maybe a child. But I think that you're going to do this with a lot of ease, because you have this spiritual sense of safety that's surrounding you. Your immediate future is fantastic. This is what we want, the fire. We have the Ace of Wands, Leo. The Ace of Wands is very much about new initiatives, ideas, going for what it is you want, new business ideas, ways to spruce up your income, ways to make your house feel nicer. This is the boost in energy that could be very much needed. Now, your state of mind, we have the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands can be a bit tricky at times. What it's asking you to do is stand up for something that you have created, stand up for something you believe in. Now, in a practical sense, think about Dragon's Den. If you've created a product, have you patented it? You know, have you made sure that people can't steal your idea? If you work in a company, be careful who you're sharing your ideas with, because yes, you might work as a collaborative, but is someone else taking the credit for your hard work? This is about protecting what you've created and not feeling afraid to stand up for yourself if someone's taking the mickey, basically. Now, your outside influence here is the Three of Swords. Not the happiest card. This card can mean loss in some ways. It can mean a breakup. It could be some kind of separation, divorce. But it's an outside influence, so maybe someone you know is going through a hard time, or maybe someone has sprung something on you that you didn't see coming. But please don't let this like frighten you in any way. This is just a bit of a heads up to know that there could be a bit of loss going on in the peripheral, in the outskirts of your life that could affect you in some way. But it's not something that is your immediate circle, because this is an outside influence. So it's going to be different from person to person as well. So let's have a look at your hopes and fears for this month. You have the Two of Swords here. The Two of Swords can represent indecision in some ways and not knowing which road to pick. It's almost like not knowing what choice to make, just feeling a bit stuck. But it will pass. I just feel like something needs weighing up. If something isn't working, what is it, Leo? And figuring out what to do about it rather than, denying it's there is going to be very, very helpful, even though it may be tough. And your outcome card here is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords can mean that we feel as though we're sort of trapped in a prison, but it's usually a prison of our own making. If you imagine that these are gates and this little flower in the middle is you, and you feel like you're surrounded and you can't get out, but little do you know that this gate, if you just push it, it opens and you can just mosey on out. It's about feeling like you're trapped. But the trapped feeling is coming from being in denial about something or not making a decision about something. So quite a few things going on for you this month. This nostalgia about your past, this uncertainty about whether to go for some kind of relationship. But then you've got this fire and energy that comes in. You're having to defend and stand up for your beliefs, and then you're being asked to make a decision. So pretty full packed month for you guys. But I do think you can come out on top as long as you remain true to your own feelings. I'd just like to thank you once more for joining me here this month. It's been a real honour being with you. If you would like to check out that free 3-card spread, I'll leave that information down below. But until we speak again next month, I'm wishing you lots of luck. Take care, Alyssa.